you might be the worst boss for yourself. Yes, you heard me right. Because when I started my entrepreneurial journey 20, I don't know, almost 20, 21 years ago, I wanted to start and wanted to become an entrepreneur because I want to do whatever I want in my time. It was freedom of time. I wanted to chill more, have fun, enjoy the moments, and so on. But here's the thing. In order to grow the business, no matter what business it is, there is some standard required when it comes to getting the work done in order to grow it. And if you don't hit the required standard, the business won't grow. And that happened to me. I was like, oh, I just want to chill more, have more fun, and so on. But the work required to, to grow the business wasn't done. And my business wasn't growing because my standard was lower. And that's why sometimes we are the worst bosses for ourselves because our standard is lower than the standard required. That's why many people are way more successful in gym when it comes to losing weight with a personal trainer than without him. Because personal trainer raise your standard to what is required, not what would you normally do if nobody is watching and nobody is around. In your business is the same thing. If you don't have like a high enough standard, probably you have been suffering in growing your business. And it happened to me in the past like multiple times. So there are basically two solutions. First solution, hire somebody who can raise your standard. Might be good short term, but when that person disappears, probably your productivity go down again. How do I know that? I tried it. The second one is basically slam your hand on the desk, say enough is enough, take it as a requirement and learn that skill. And I'm still on that journey, learning that skill. My capacity is now higher, way higher compared to where it was like 20 years ago. But sometimes it's not high enough to make it like really, 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 really thriving. Like I see that I have like a lot of room for improvement. But you need or we need to take responsibility in our own hands because sometimes the phrase I want to be my own boss might hurt us long term way more than it can help us. Because if we did the same work for somebody else, their expectation and their standards and their requirements will be way higher and we would do way more work in the same amount of period of time. Because we are own bosses, we set the standards. And we need to set them higher than we think in order to thrive and in order to grow. So be your own boss and recommend yourself to do what would you recommend your employee? Not yourself, but your employee. And you will see that those standards will be higher.